Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. John from Wild Boar Cycling, and I'm joined with an amazing endurance athlete, Kim. And today we're going to talk about which is worse, DNS, did not start, or did not finish. You sign up for an event and you don't even go to do it, is did not start. If you sign up for an event and you don't complete it, that's a did not finish. So we've had a very similar experience this summer, so I thought we'd share some thoughts about what we had and some of the ways that we worked through that. How about it?
Sounds good.
Okay, great. Sit back and enjoy. Well, folks, I'm really happy today and honored to have Kim Mowbray here. And if you remember that last name, yeah, she is the wife of that amazing physical therapist that I have a video link to up here, up on the top, right? And she's an incredible endurance athlete. You know, you've done a lot, haven't you?
I like to run. I don't know.
Yeah, I like to run. I'll go out and drop 10 miles or 15 miles in a day. Yeah. Great. But this summer, you were at an event.
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
Yeah, the Cascade 50s, which is up in Oregon, and it goes from Bend to Sisters, Oregon.
Okay. Beautiful country.
Oh my God, it was a perfect race, yeah.
But what happened?
Yeah, it was a perfect race. It could have been a perfect race.
Yeah. So what happened?
Yeah, so I started can I start the night before?
Sure.
I got up there on Thursday. The race is on Saturday. I got up there on Thursday and a little fire broke out. And then on Friday, by the time I went and got my race stuff, the sky was like just gray. Like you couldn't see the sun, kind of like horrible. But I picked up all my race gear and was like, okay, I'll get my vest ready. I'll get everything ready just in case it clears. Because that's all it takes, right? The winds change and then it clears. And then Saturday, it was clear. I woke up to blue skies. I was so excited, and I got all my stuff ready, and I started. I took the bus. The bus took us from Sisters to Bend, and then started the run. And the first 25 miles were beautiful. Like, it's a beautiful trail. It was really hot, and I had, prepared really well for the heat, so I was really enjoying it. And the skies were blue. And then I crested. I did all of the climbing for the race. I crested at 25 miles and it was just a wall of smoke. The AQI was 250, 58, I think. Wow. It was hard to breathe. I guess I was at 21 miles and then I kind of went down for 4 miles and I couldn't even run because the smoke was just so bad.
So bad at that point. Huh.
Yeah.
Wow. Very similar experience. You guys have seen my video and the link is up here that I was in the same thing. I was, similar. I was Steamboat Springs, and I had just done the apex climb of a 100-mile ride, crested over 70 miles at the top of altitude, almost 9,000 feet, and then I don't remember what happened. Yeah, so I ended up slipping out and ended up in the emergency room, and really disappointing. So I think what we're going to start with today is let's acknowledge some of those emotions. I mean, sure. I had some, and I'm sure you had some too.
Yeah.
The first one that comes to mind is the disappointment. Kim?
Yeah.
So how did you handle that, Kim?
Yeah, well, I think I was kind of angry. Why do we have wildfires? Why is this stupid fire here right now? Just the coincidence of it all. And yeah, I think I was just angry. I spent so much time training for this. I gave up so much to be prepared for that race.
For a 50-mile run.
Yeah. And I think I was pretty angry to start off with. And then I don't know if I was disappointed.
Okay.
Do you want to talk more about your disappointment?
I'm just acknowledging right now, so you had some disappointment. When I came to in the hospital, I sobbed, I was bummed. I was angry also because, like you, Kim, spent hours and hours and hours training to do something difficult like this and gave up a lot to do that. You know, these are not races and rides that you can just, drop what you're doing and go out and compete in.
Or at least I can't.
No, I can't either, man. I have to prepare. I have a system to prepare with.
Yeah.
So, very similar, but I had disappointment and anger. And it sounds like you had some anger.
Yeah, but I think overall I was kind of proud of myself Because I think as endurance athletes, we're like, you're supposed to just push through everything. You just keep going and keep going no matter what.
You know, and I think that comes to the next point.
Yeah.
Let's analyze what happened.
Yeah.
So you step back from it after the initial, anger with that. And I was so upset. And I got back the next day and think, I've been a competitive cyclist for 30 years now, plus years. And falling down and crashing is part of our game.
Absolutely, yeah.
It is, and you know this too. I mean, yeah. But you step back and you analyzed it from a different point of view.
Yeah, I think I was like proud of myself for not pushing through it because people did keep running. They eventually called the race, but people did keep going, and I could have kept going. But I know like my history of running when it's smoky out because we have smoke here, and it lasts forever. It tears up my lungs.
Yeah.
So thinking long term, not thinking about the moment, is like this athletic maturity that maybe I'm starting to get to.
Athletic maturity. There you go, folks. That's a new buzzword we're going to drop out there on the internet right now. Listen to Kim and John talk about athletic maturity. Yeah, So then after that, and you got back here, I was still on the road for over another month, and I got in my head. I said, I need time to recover. Yeah. I couldn't get on the bike. I was too injured. And I said, I'm not going to let it get me down. I'm going to go out and be a tourist. I'm going to go out and have fun and enjoy the beautiful country that we were in. And what did you do after you got back?
Did you enjoy the beautiful country?
I did enjoy the beautiful country. Went out and played and did a lot of fun things. But so after you got back, did you do some recovery time?
I mean, like I get what I'm saying. Ran 25 miles, and I'd done training runs that were 23 miles. So it felt like,
That's nothing.
Yeah, like I didn't do what I wanted to do. So I didn't really need recovery time.
You didn't need any downtime.
Yeah, maybe emotionally I could have taken some, but physically I didn't really need that.
But don't you think that emotional recovery was part of going back out and running again? I mean,
absolutely, yeah.
Here we go, guys. I mean, because I know that helps me stay centered in my world. And I know a lot of you folks out there in YouTube land have the same thing. Yeah. You exercise to keep that sanity. One of the other things that, I hear folks talk about, and this is one that stings, I mean, for me, I know folks are looking for something positive to say, but hey, other people did not finish, right? I hope you felt okay with that. Did you hear that? I mean,
I don't know. I just looked at the results and I'm like, well, a bunch of people did finish. I don't know if I think that was wise of them, but a bunch of people did finish.
Did finish.
Yeah.
But, when folks say that, I'm thinking, if you're talking to somebody about an event and you're trying to console them or something, I'm not sure they're the best words.
Yeah. Or like, you got 70 miles in.
Yeah.
I got 25 miles in. But that's like the goal somewhere else.
Yeah.
I didn't get to my goal.
Hey, so you brought up another topic here, was goals.
Yeah.
Training goals. So what do you think goals are important? And I think that's something, and here's another link to a video I did talking about the fearless mind. I mean, we've talked about this before, folks, about having the appropriate goals about things you can control. And Kim, I think what you did was something you could control. Your goal in stopping, saying, you know what, this is not healthy, it's not safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have other goals? Maybe not such a big run or something.
Yeah.
I'm having you think right now. All right.
I'll do a 50K. Like there's a 50K that we do every year that I'd like to do, but that's not 50 miles. So. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'll do. I'm sure I'll sign up for something next summer. We also have young kids, so it's like I get a summer, Ryan gets a summer, I get a summer. So I might have missed my chance for a year.
Well, okay, fair enough. And I'm going to set some goals, but they're going to be appropriate goals with things I can control. I'm going to go back and I'm going to, those goals I set before for my year are things that I can do. I can't control what's going to happen in a race or what's going to happen with weather, but I certainly can eat right, stay hydrated. And what I do is I vary my weight routines now because those are my 3 big goals for the year. So these are all things that are within my control, but I can't control finishing a race.
Yeah.
No, it's just not possible.
A lot of things have to go right.
Yeah. So when you came back from Oregon, did you get back at it?
Yeah, I thought I was going to run 50 miles in Annandale. But then that was like a 10-mile loop over and over again, which just didn't sound fun. And I mean, you lose your fitness on that endurance so quickly. So I teach. So
Did you hear that, folks? You lose your fitness really quickly, and I know that.
Yeah. I teach, so I get the summer where I have more free time. So yeah, during the summer, I'll build up my miles and set some big goals.
And I think I came back the same way. I said, I'm just going to ride and have fun right now. I don't have anything set for the near term. So I'm just going to enjoy it and remember what I love about cycling and what you love about running. Sounds like we're having some very similar experiences. So I think to close this has been, and I'll put some captions on all those big topics, but Kim brought up a really good question. Why do we even do this stuff?
Yeah, why do we?
Yeah. Why do you do this stuff?
I don't know. It's therapeutic.
Yeah.
It's not replacing therapy. Like, therapy's good. People should still go to therapy. But it's therapeutic to get outside and to spend hours in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a big injury. I don't know if I've talked about that with you. I broke my hip like 10 years ago. I was running and I waved at a cyclist and my hip broke and then dislocated and then broke and then I hit the ground.
So this is therapeutic for coming back from a severe injury
Yeah,
too.
so I was told I wouldn't ever run again. So I think it just feels good to get out and do something that
I think
makes me feel stronger.
you ask a really great question. I was sitting back here thinking, oh man, why do I do this stuff? Because you know what? I've just always done hard stuff.
Yeah.
And we do hard stuff. If everybody did it, it wouldn't be hard stuff. I mean, it wouldn't be the challenge that it is right now. So, hey folks, that's a really good question. And why don't you put a response down in the bottom about why do we do this? Why do we do these big endurance events? And, you know, let us know what you think and we'll get back to you about some thoughts on that. How about that?
Sounds good.
Hey, but in the meantime, make sure you do that. Hit that like and subscribe and notify button. And then go out and ride or run.
Yeah.
Have fun. And what my director sportif says, keep the rubber side down. Right?
It's good advice.
Good advice. All right. Bye, y'all. See you next week.